If you want to get your product off of page 10 on Amazon and onto page 1, well, this video is for you. I'm going to show you the white hat things that are perfectly legal that will get your products ranked higher on Amazon. But I'm also going to show you the black hat secrets of Amazon. The tricks and tactics that sellers in the most competitive categories use to rank their products at the top of Amazon's search results. But beware! These tricks could get you suspended from Amazon forever. So when it comes to Amazon SEO, there's only one thing you need to know about Amazon's super secret A9 algorithm. Amazon looks at what products generate the most money after a customer performs a search for a particular keyword. In other words, if Amazon knows that someone is more likely to buy your frying pan versus your competitors, they're going to rank your frying pan higher. This is true, but there's a couple of things you need to know. First, when you launch a product for the first time, you have no visits to your product page. And so you have no product sales. And when you divide 0 by 0 to figure out your conversion rate, well, you get a nasty Excel error. Okay, so I hear what you're saying. Dave, I'm just a baby and I just launched my product and I have no views to my product and no sales. So if I never get any views or sales for my product, how can I get rankings? Well, welcome to the honeymoon period. Basically, for the first 30 days after you launch a product, Amazon relies heavily on the descriptions that you use in your title and bullet points and use those to rank your product. They don't really weight your number of sales all that highly because you don't really have any. And so what it does is it gives you some pretty high rankings when you initially launch a product. So if the title that you enter for your product is lightweight, no stick frying pan, then in the first 30 days, you're probably going to get some pretty good rankings for things like lightweight frying pan, no stick frying pan, and so on. So before you ever launch your products, you need to keyword stuff your title, bullet points, and descriptions like crazy. So you want your most important keywords to be in your title. Typically, you want your title to include 80 to 120 characters or 5 or 6 main keywords. Next, you want to repeat these keywords in your bullet points and also include 5 to 10 longer tail keywords. Use all 5 bullet points. Don't you be lazy and only include 2 or 3 bullet points. For your product description, it's a good best practice to include Spanish keywords and common typos and misspellings for your product at the very end of your description. Most humans are never going to read your description, but the Amazon bots will.
No.
So for example, if your frying pan was ceramic, also include the misspelling of ceramic with an S in the bottom of your description. Now you're asking me, well, Dave, that all sounds great, but how do I find these keywords? Well, the most popular tools are Helium 10 and Jungle Scout, and you can check the description in the link below for a great discount. Amazon also has 2 great tools, Product Opportunity Explorer and Brand Analytics, which are great at finding keywords. So with Product Opportunity Explorer, you need to be brand registered in order to get access to this tool. And on that note, you really do need to get brand registered for your brand before you ever really try any SEO tactics. The easiest way to do that is to use Amazon IP Accelerator to get your trademark and brand registry within days. Okay, now let's talk about conversion rates and increasing the probability that people are going to buy your product and not your competitors. There's real ways to increase your conversion rate and there are fake ways. Beware! Some sellers trick Amazon into thinking a lot of people are buying their product after searching for a keyword. This is something called search, find, buy. They ask your customers to search for a particular keyword, let's say frying pan, and then they ask the customer to buy the product and they reimburse their product cost. This makes Amazon think that anyone who searches for frying pan ends up buying Dave's frying pan. And therefore, Amazon gives you some pretty awesome keyword rankings for that keyword. But beware, Amazon is completely aware of these tactics and doing it could get your account banned. So there are 2 critical things that are going to affect your conversion rate more than anything else. And that is your images and that is your review rating. When it comes to reviews, studies have shown that it's not necessarily the number of reviews that you have, but the overall rating. Your product basically needs to be 4.5 stars or above. So on Amazon, that means that you need to be at 4.3 stars or higher to get that extra half star. The difference between 4.2 stars and 4.3 stars is absolutely massive. So if you're at 4.2 stars, you need to do everything that you can to get a few more 5-star reviews and pull up your rating. The easiest thing you can do is to request reviews from customers who have already purchased. Go to your orders page and you click a button called Request Reviews from Customers. You can do this manually, but most people use a service like Jungle Scout that can automatically request these reviews for you in bulk. Do you know how the sellers in the biggest categories like supplements get reviews? Well, many of them are using fake Amazon review brokers. They give away their product for free in exchange for customers leaving a 5-star review. On average, they pay about $5 to get these reviews. And by the way, check out our video on fake Amazon review scams here. But beware, fake reviews are extremely detectable. And if Amazon catches you, they will almost certainly suspend you for life! The next most important SEO tactic is imagery and graphics. Your images are absolutely critical. It's the easiest thing for you to do that can skyrocket your conversion rate. It's also the easiest thing that you can do to screw up your listing. For your images, you want to use all 8 images. Take photographs of your product yourself or use a service like productphoto.com. Get an image of your product on a white background. And then search on Fiverr for Amazon graphics design. Select somebody on Fiverr with a good rating and then send them your photos and have them do some amazing graphics design for you. For your main gallery image, you want to show your main product keyword on the box. But now you're saying, uh-oh, but Dave, Amazon forbids text in your main gallery image and their bots will detect it. Well, to get around Amazon's text detection, put that keyword on a picture of your product's packaging. Just like this. And this. And this. For your other images, you want to include a few different types of images. A lifestyle image of your product in action. A specifications image showing critical dimensions and attributes of your item. A comparison image between your product and your competitors' products. An infographic highlighting the benefits of your product. All right, let's talk about video. Video isn't as important for your conversion rate as your photos are, but you still want to include at least one video for each of your products. Many sellers skip including videos because photos are easy and videos are hard. You probably have no idea how to make a video that looks somewhat professional. Well, do I got a hack for you. Take the 5 to 7 images of your product and put it in a tool like DaVinci and convert your photos into a video of your images. Splice in a couple of pieces of free lifestyle video B-roll from a site like pexels.com and voila, you have a video just like this one of an off-roading rope. Sweet, you now have a decent product video that you can use on Amazon. Let's talk about A+ content for a moment. A+ content is just the fancy styling that appears halfway down the product description page. It looks like the one shown here. Now, there's 2 important pieces of A+ content called A+ content and brand story. This right here is your brand story. It is shared across multiple products. So you create it once and then you just apply it to as many products as you want. The next is the A+ content like shown here. This is unique for every product and you need to create it for each and every product. To get to A+ Content Manager, go to Advertising and then to A+ Content. From here you can select both Brand Story and the A+ Content Manager. Both of these will have built-in modules that you can select and then fill in with your own images and text. All right, awesome. Now you have a listing that looks awesome. This is a big part of ranking your products higher on Amazon, but it's not everything, unfortunately. Let's talk about badges. If you've ever searched for something on Amazon, you've probably seen a bunch of different badges beside a product. There's the bestseller badge. There's the Amazon Choice badge. There's the #1 new release badge. And there's the coupons and promotions badge. The coupons and promotions badge is the easiest badge for you to get. All you need to do is include a discount for your product. I suggest you start with adding a coupon to your product. To use coupons, just go to Advertising and then click Coupons. From here, you select your product and the coupon amount. Set the minimum coupon amount, which is normally about 5% of a discount on your product price. But just know that there is a fee per coupon redemption. So on lower priced products, sometimes it cannot make sense to offer coupons. But for everything else, normally it does make sense. There's one thing that is more important than anything else to ranking your products on Amazon though. It's click and like and subscribe to get all the latest tips and tricks to making more money selling products online. All right, so now you have a listing with amazing images. You have a product listing with amazing video. You have a product that has titles and bullet points with your main keywords. And heck yeah, you even have an Amazon badge beside your listing. But there are some other things that you should do to rank your listing even higher. Let me tell you these rapid fire. The first is to include all the secondary keywords that you didn't mention in your title and bullet points in your backend keywords. You only get about 249 characters to use here, and Amazon only considers the first occurrence of a keyword. So don't repeat keywords. All right, next. The next thing is that Amazon also has a bunch of other fields called backend attributes. These are mostly used in filters on the left-hand side of the Amazon search results page. So let's, for example, use the case of searching for running shoes on Amazon. On the side of the search results page, you are going to see a bunch of filters. There's things like shoe size, support type, closure type, and so on. These attributes are different depending on your product's category. Make sure you fill in these backend attributes by simply going to edit your listing and filling them in manually. All right, let's talk about the next one. The next one is paid advertising. It's one of the most important things when it comes to SEO on Amazon. There's also a lot of debate about how much sales from paid advertising impact your organic SEO. However, most experts agree that your overall number of sales, no matter how they come, does impact organic SEO to some degree. I won't go into the details of Amazon advertising here, but just know that you should expect to pay anywhere from 5% to 25% of your overall revenue on advertising. Yes, it is a lot, and I am sorry. So there you go. That's how to rank your products easily on Amazon. Just remember that with Amazon, the more likely people are to buy your product after searching for a particular keyword, the more likely you are to rank for that keyword. And just remember, the more EcomCrew videos that you watch, the more sales you are going to get. So remember to like and subscribe, and until the next one, happy selling.